What's up, everybody? We're gonna get going here, get everything out on social media. All right, let's see here. I gotta get this out on social media, and then we're gonna be getting going here. Let's see here. We're out on Twitter, Facebook. Okie dokie. Pretty sure we're done here, and we can just head on out. To our camp. Getting some serious frame issues here. Not sure what that's about. By the way, the views from up here are quite stunning. Even with the LODs. Look at that windmill and stuff over there. We've got city stuff over there. Another windmill. 2 windmills. Alright. Can I do anything with this machine? No. Oh, there was tons of stuff in that crate. What about this box? Oh, it says we need to take Karlach. But see, I don't want to do it though. I don't want to spoil the Karlach storyline because that's for my sorcerer. So we're gonna ignore this because I'm on my druid. It's a different playthrough. I don't have Karlach in my party, so I'm not really too worried about her. As a matter of fact, I think let's take a look at the quests here. The Wizard of Waterdeep. So Gale, so both Gale's quest. So I have officially finished Shadowheart's quest. Gale's is going to be after we kill the Elder. Right, the Crown of Karsus. And I think both of those are going to be when we actually get to the actual Elder Brain fight. What's up, Babylonia? What's up, Pablo? What's up, Jekka? Good morning, everybody. Morning, folks. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I need to turn that off. So this is the Wizard of Waterdeep. Do, 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 do. Okie dokie. I think we're good to go back to camp. Definitely need to do a long rest here. Where did I put my phone? Split stack one. Temple of Ball is the quickest or closest. Oh no, we can go all the way to the Morphic Pool Dock. Nice. I was just responding. I like to use voice on my phone rather than type. I didn't need to have you guys all hear me ramble into my phone. But we're discussing on that post about the Pantheon debacle, about how mismanagement by incompetent people is just a legit thing across all indie MMORPGs.
Bonds free, no more slave. Liberators, saviors, pawns, dupes, fools, released, usefulness.
I was literally just responding to your comment, Liam.
Death. Unavoidable.
Well, I'd say that's a good sign that we are heading somewhere important. Alright, this needs to be a hard save because I guarantee you this is going to be like... If this isn't the big boss fight, this is close to like one of the final fights of the game. So, we're going to change this name, the Elder Brain Boss Fight. Because if I had to guess, that's what this is. Anyway, before we get to this, though, there is a greater conversation. Well, before I get to the boss fight, I guess. Babylonius says the only pantheon that matters to me is my Conan Exiles Guild. Going back to Liam's comment about the pantheon has broken. I guess there is now a petition, and there have been cries for a bunch of the leadership and people in managerial positions in Visionary Realms to be fired, and or I know people have talked about taking things to the state attorneys general, and starting an investigation into fraudulent mismanagement of funds. The 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 difficulty with that is, in order for the state's attorney general for any state to actually take that to a court scenario, is you have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that there was malicious intent in the misappropriation of funds if you're going to claim that it was fraudulent. You can't just claim because someone did something with the money, because if you read the terms of service, it's very clear that people gave money to Visionary Realms and to Chronicles of Illyria and to the game that I was previously working on and other games that are indie MMORPGs. Those terms of service, those are not, in essence, pre-orders. Those are pledges. So you are donating your money, and that company is, by law and by contract, required to make a good faith effort to develop something. And if it fails, the only thing they are obligated to do is to provide you with an accounting of where that money was spent and how that money was spent. Now, in the case of Chronicles of Illyria, the guy who is behind that, in order to avoid the fraudulent case, because remember, he was taken to court and there still is ongoing court stuff, although most of it was thrown out. Most of it was thrown out because, again, you have to prove malicious intent. Just because someone's disgruntled that they gave the guy $25,000 and he did something with the money that they didn't like, that's not proof of fraudulent intent. So the major cases against Chronicles of Illyria have been thrown out because there wasn't enough proof for the class action, as I recall. I made a video about it like last year, and I'm a little vague on the details. But Liam says, don't know how you can lose so much money and not get repercussions. Legal stuff does suck, though. Correct. The thing with crowdfunding is that it's currently unregulated, and it's the open, wild, wild west, which means people can come in and do all sorts of crazy stuff under the guise of, we're building something in good faith. And if you sign those terms, if you give money to those companies, they can develop whatever they want. And with the case of Chronicles of Illyria and what we've seen with Camelot Unchained, and now we're seeing with Pantheon, those companies have taken the money and now they're developing something completely different. And guess what? By delivering a product, this is very important, by delivering a product, any product, as long as they deliver a product to the people, they have thus fulfilled their obligations from a contractual standpoint, because according to the terms of service that everyone signed when they pledged money to that project, we're making a good faith effort to build an MMORPG, but we could change it at any point in time. We can modify it. We could deliver something that's completely different, and no one can do anything about it. And by delivering a product, any product, and they have fulfilled their contractual obligations, no one can come after them for refunds because they did in fact deliver a product. Now, I'm not saying that Visionary Realms is deliberately attempting to release this 24/7 extraction game as an attempt to avoid refunds, but it is a legal loophole that has allowed Chronicles of Valyria to produce the Settlers of Valyria, or whatever it's called, and since that is a produced product, that means he's off the hook for the MMORPG because he did in fact deliver a product. So the same thing with what's going on with Pantheon. They're going to push this 24/7 out the door, and by doing so, they will have a viable product that they have released to the public. And then, if push comes to shove and the shit really does hit the fan, they can walk away and say, we did our best. Sorry, guys. Here's where the money was spent. It's going to be on salaries. We did everything we could, but because you didn't support enough with crowdfunding, we couldn't make it happen. Bubbleonia says, I've had great experiences with Kickstarter with exactly one creator, Goodman Games. Everything else I ever backed was less than satisfying, so I stopped trying. I think everything I've ever backed on Kickstarter came out, but I've been very judicious in that. There's only two projects that I would say that are the exceptions to the rule. One is Star Citizen, which I backed 12 years ago now, something like that, for $40. And I backed a little indie project from a one-person development team called Blue June, I think is what it's called. And it's a little, she was running a Kickstarter campaign for like $25,000-$30,000, and I came in at the last stage of the campaign and I played the demo. I really liked the demo and was like, I'll play this. And she's now 3 years late. She's 3 years beyond her date, and the reasons are multiple. COVID happened. She had to move. I think she broke up with her boyfriend along the way. Working from home, she had cats. She had to move out because she was sharing an apartment with him. And I think there were just lots of things that happened along the way, and so she's 3 years late on her project as well. Look at our technically, we are late on our point-and-click adventure game, even though it's not crowdfunded per se. It's through Patreon, but that's a little bit different because we weren't actually selling per se pre-orders. We were selling development updates. So you're paying the access at the Patreon level does have a pre-order attached, but the number of people who pre-ordered that point and click game is incredibly small. So we're not worried about it because they're all friends and family, and they know that Joey has life and things that have happened. So it's not been a big deal. But there's also not been millions of dollars on the table with our little point and click adventure game, So, and we've delivered everything else. We delivered the tabletop and module already came out last year. We delivered that on schedule. The novel was out on schedule. It's technically published through Patreon, although I have had the art issues that have been keeping me from getting it out to the rest of the world who didn't pre-order it. Liam says it's similar with giveaways. You can say you will give away a car or whatever, but if you give them a coupon instead, it still counts. Yep. During the live days of HNA. The last I heard anything, there were people who had an active class action that they were putting together for the Saga of Leucemia stuff. I don't know where that's gone. I haven't talked to anybody in a couple of years because I was never a part of that. But that's, there was a certain amount of people who pre-ordered that game and had pre-ordered books and maps and collector's editions, and they got all the things for the collector's editions because I delivered on my promises, and I delivered all of those collectible items, and then they decided to move on in a different direction, and a lot of people were upset with that, and I don't know what's going to become of that. Bubble says never sweat your Patreon stuff. Well, I appreciate that. Liam says, when are we getting 24/7 cash grab instead of a point and click? Hey man, I could do it tomorrow if you want me to. But the Pantheon scenario is incredibly sad, and it is one of the scammiest, scummiest things I've seen from an indie company in a while, and I've seen a lot because I was involved with some shenanigans on my end, not because of me, but shenanigans with people that I was involved with for a length of time. That's just so unfortunate that I can't wait to tell that full tale. It's gonna be so fun. The Star Citizen situation is crazy. Collected more money than a small nation. Still haven't released a game. Yep. Oxlorn says I gave $300 to Pantheon back in 2019. Another sucker for being a nostalgia game. I mean, many people are suckers. I think the worst in the Pantheon crowd are the people who hook, line, and sinker bought into. There's and let me I need to say this carefully because I don't want to offend any of the people on my community who are fans of Pantheon. But um, there is a when you're charging someone $1,000, and I know it's $750 now, but for a long time it was $1,000. Now it's $750. When you charge somebody $750 to get access to an alpha, they get into the alpha, and then they find out, oh, the alpha actually doesn't exist because now we're making this extraction style game, and the MMO is on hold, and they didn't announce that to people beforehand. In fact, the 24/7 announcement would have never happened if the leak hadn't happened last week. So I caught the leak the day of my. I think the leak went out on the 12th. I caught it the 13th, the first day of my anniversary. Chris and I were watching. My phone pinged. There was a Facebook group where someone had leaked the screenshots from the forums of everything that was going on with the monetization of 24/7, and several people who had just spent $750 to get access to the alpha had joined up and found out that the alpha was no longer a thing for Pantheon, and instead they were being offered this extraction style game that they did not know was a thing, and they did not back that product to get that game. They backed the MMO to get access to the testing sessions for the MMO, only to find out that the MMO testing sessions are nixed because now they're working on the extraction style game because they don't have any money left. And I think it's very interesting to see that unfold because a lot of people have put a lot of money into that game and they're not getting what they were promised. I think Aaron Victoria, he's a programmer. He left a comment on the post talking about stuff. He's worked on Project Gorgon a lot over the years and some other games. He's a programmer and he makes good money. And he had a very succinct comment about the situation. It's very sad when you've got people who are taking paychecks with the investment money and with the pre-order money, and it's like my brother and I were talking about. I made that video last year where I talked about how these indie companies have no reason to ever launch a product. Because if it's in development, it's in a state of perpetual hope, or the copium as they say it. Everyone's willing to cope with things because it's in development, so people have hope. But the moment you launch, now you get reviewed, and there's Metacritic, and there's, reviews, and there's scores, and there's streamers who are telling people not to buy your game. So the moment you lose the hope and you have to go up against reviews, you realize very quickly that people who don't like your product are going to make your life a living hell. But if you never launch and you keep your game in a perpetual state of development, you don't have to deal with that. You can keep people going and keep them coming back because, oh, we promise we're making it. It's going to be for the betterment of the game. This change is going to be better for the game. We're going to make it better. We promise. Come on, everybody, just another 50 grand. That's all we need to. We gotta. Now it's the 24/7 thing. Project Fairthal. Promise you guys, this is the big thing. I remember 2018 when they said we're fully funded until launch. They made a big press release. We got a 7-figure sum, and we are now fully funded to launch. What happened to that? Bubble says I did get talked into buying into an MMO thing recently for $30 because it looked fun. I didn't realize it was the people who screwed you over until after. It's all good. Trent says, do you think Pantheon's doomed after Brad passed away? I do. Absolutely, I do. You lose your lead man. Led Zeppelin's not Led Zeppelin without Robert Plant. You know what I mean? That's not Led Zeppelin anymore. It's kind of like, I think that although the other counter to that argument is that Van Halen has been Van Halen under multiple lead singers, as has Nightwish. So maybe that's not a good argument to use. Oxlorn says I backed Camelot Unchained years ago too. I won't ever back a crowdfunded game again. Personally, I think the time of a new MMO being revolutionary is over. It is over, Oxlorn. I'm collecting my thoughts to put together a video right now. It's called The Lie of Indie MMORPGs, and it's going to go into all of these indie MMORPGs that have screwed people over. And I think the only indie MMORPG that's launched, well, there's two. One of them was something Albion, or I can't remember what it was called exactly. Something Albion, and the other one was Shroud of the Avatar. Those are the only two indie MMORPGs that I could think of that have actually successfully launched. And I think the Albion game is still going as a free to play, but Shroud of the Avatar has been dead for years. It was dead within 3 months of launch. Liam says, hang on, you just gave money to dummies, not evil people. That's true. I don't think anybody goes into this with evil intentions, but I think what it is people just. I've made this comment in the past. Most of the people who are running these indie MMORPG companies have no business acumen. They're just incompetent people because they've never managed companies, they've never managed people, they've never managed budgets. Yeah. Liam says, got a feel for guys like Basgrim? Not really. Yes and no. He hasn't made a video in 4 months, by the way. He's the one who I was referring to without naming in the other video. There's just yes, but also no, because people like me have been out there showing them the warning signs for years, saying, be careful, look at this, and always the reply is, no, we have faith, we trust, we believe, the vision, Brad's vision, we trust in the vision. Come on, guys, like, that's religious fervor is what that is. That's the same, and I don't mean to offend anybody by this, but when you look at I probably shouldn't go there. Let's just say that it's the same type of fervor you see in and my wife is religious, so I can make this statement without offending anyone, hopefully. My wife is low-key religious. She's religious. She does not like it when I make jokes, and she'll let me know. Like, if I make a joke that's a little too over the top about something, she'll be like, hey, you maybe shouldn't do that because that's really offensive. And I'm like, all right, fair enough. I appreciate you at least telling me that you're uncomfortable with that joke. But she's not a zealotous person. My wife doesn't like go out preaching the gospel to people. She doesn't go door to door, stuff like that. She's just low key religious. But then there's people who are like the Westboro Baptist Church, who like go picket people's funerals and are like, he's gay, he deserves to burn in hell. Like, that's the type of religious fervor that I feel like some people have applied to projects like Pantheon, where they won't see reason because they have too much. That's the copium thing that other people talk about. Brad was a killer at the vision thing and selling the vision, but lousy at follow through. Yes. Yeah, I think it did become, because also I could say about 4 months ago, I had, I'm not going to name names because that's not who I am, but anybody who's been around my channel for any length of time knows that at the end of last year, I stopped participating in activities with a group of people. And the reason is because that group of people got very offended because my brother and I made a video on my channel about Pantheon, during which I said, look at the terms of service for Pantheon, like all these other games. No, they don't have a reason to ever launch. I just talked about this a few minutes ago. People got upset. I was like, fine, I'm just not going to talk about Pantheon anymore. Around 4 months ago, the same time Basram stopped, this is when the 24/7 first came into testing, the extraction mode first came into testing. I had a member of that previous group reach out and apologize to me and said they were sorry for the way they acted and how wrong they were about everything. And it was like, hey man, it is what it is. You do you. I've moved on. You've moved on. Life is what it is now. But around that same time is when I noticed that all of these Pantheon creators started dropping off, and that's because the extraction mode was announced about 4 months ago, and that's when they first started testing that. And then they did the graphic revamp, and then it's like, oh no, the extraction thing, now that's our main project, and we're going to monetize that because we need to make money because crowdfunding for the game has dried up, and also we don't have any more investments, and the money that we got from investors the year before. I even did a video about that, and if I went back and checked the video, I did a video when Chris, whatever his name is, the CEO of Visionary Realms, got on a live stream with Co Carnage like a year and a half ago and said, "This is how much money we just raised from Series B funding." And I did the math on that in a video where I talked about this is what he claimed. They have 24 part-times and 35 full, whatever. They had like 30 plus employees. I was like, do the math on the salaries. They're out of money in about 15 months. And I think it's been about 15 months since I made that video, and they finally announced they're out of money. So it's just, I don't think any of the content creators for Pantheon, I would be shocked if any of them stick around and continue making content for Pantheon at this point. The forums are a shit show right now, as are their Discord. I was also over on MMORPG.com. Like, there's a whole section about Kilson, who was their community manager for 10 years, got fired, and some of it had to do with the 24/7 stuff and being disgruntled over that. I mean, he'd been there for 10 years. He was, I think he was the guy who picked up where I left off, because I only lasted 3 months as their community manager, because I've still got all the messages saved in their forums. I went to Brad and said, dude, I'm happy to help you guys out as a community manager, but I've been here 3 months. I know how much you're raising through the website because it's talked about in the, I think at the time they were raising like $250,000 a month in crowdfunding through the website. And I was like, I realize you guys all worked on this for a year and a half, whatever. You deserve to get paid first, but I need a letter of intent that says I'm working towards a qualified paying position with Visionary Realms. And they were like, nope. And so I was like, fine, I'm out. I'm not going to come work. I'm not going to work for free. And Kilson was talking about how he worked for 10 years for promises of a salary, for promises of revenue share, and nothing ever came of it. And now they've decided we're just going to abandon the MMO and we're going to go build this extraction game because that's what's new and hot, and that's going to get us money, and I promise it's going to help us. It reminds me of, what is it? Team America. When he's trying to get with the girl and she's all like, no, and he's like, I promise I will never die, just so he can get in her pants. I feel like that's what's going on right now with Pantheon. It's like this whole, we're going to build this other product, and this product is going to give us the money that we need to make the MMO. I promise the MMO's not dead. I promise. Oh, it's such a sad, sad, sad thing. It really is sad. Let's see here. I gotta scroll up. There's a bunch of comments that went by when I was reading. VH was Diamond Dave, but was terribly after, but wasn't Van Halen. No, I agree with you there in the sense that for me, Van Halen was the first iteration. Sammy Hagar is great, but Sammy Hagar was not. It's one of those things. Right, okay, I'm reading the comments and I'm getting caught up. Sammy Hagar, Halen was good, but it was not the same, absolutely. Feel bad for a fool type of feel bad, says Liam. Yeah. Liam says, I've served a mission for my church. No offense here. I was wondering why those people weren't around anymore. That's why those people aren't around anymore. Dig That Hole says, they wrap their self-identity into things they like, so they refuse to see the negative. A large portion is like this. Bubbleonia says, I like Sam. I like poking a little fun here and there, but as a person, he seems cool. Worst part of Van Hagar was when he tried to ad-lib with a breakdown. Hey, man, I like Sam Hagar's tequila. Cabo Wabo tequila is really good, actually. He's a character, man. Oxlorn says, I logged into the Pantheon forums today for the first time in over a year. A new terms of service immediately popped up on my screen, basically saying they're not legally responsible to deliver the game. So, yeah, that's the type of bullshit I'm talking about, man. Like, they are scrambling at this point to just let everybody know, hey, we're going to do our best, but we're not legally obligated, because the money you're giving them is not a pre-order. It's a pledge. The graphic style change was bad enough, says Liam. Yeah. We're soulmates, baby. Take your shirt off. Anyway, I technically think we're heading into the last fight here. You guys got me all sidetracked on Pantheon Rant. At the end of the day, I could say I don't necessarily think anybody has malicious intent, but there's definitely massive incompetence. And I think genuinely just some Kool-Aid that has been drank that keeps some people from seeing the reality of things. And I think Dig That Hole said something a minute ago. Wrap their self-identity into things. There's, I think last year I discussed this too. What is his name? He uses his full moniker. He's a British content creator that does MMORPGs. Strife Hayes, Josh Strife Hayes, I think is his name. Josh Strife Hayes did a video on like what it means to be a content creator, like an MMORPG content creator. And it was a really long video where he talked with like, I don't know, 15 or 20 different full-time content creators. And one of the major things they talked about in that video was how difficult it is to critique an MMORPG because people associate their identity with the thing that they become obsessed with. And when you make a critique against that thing, you're not making a critique against that thing in their eyes. In their eyes, you are critiquing them. You are insulting them. So they take everything personally. And I've seen this firsthand because I've dealt with that fanatical belief in people that I at one point considered friends where you know, the friendships were lost because I wasn't drinking the same Kool-Aid. Like it sucks for that to happen, but at the same time, it's you wish those people the best, and it's just like you got to move on. Like there's yeah, we're all guilty of it to some degree. I'm trying to think of something that I associate with on a personal level that I would feel offended by if someone critiqued it. I don't really think there's anything that's too serious. Maybe someone like my father who would attack video games as a waste of time and as something that just rots the brain. I would not necessarily feel offended by that, but I would feel obligated to defend that and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Here's the reality of the situation. It's a viable income source for thousands of people. It's a hundreds of billions of dollar industry. It provides not only entertainment, but I would, there's counter arguments to be made. I can't, but I'm not a religious person, so I don't think there's anything in this world that I'm so wrapped up in that I would get offended if someone critiqued it. I would have to really sit down and do some self analyzing to figure that one out. Josh Hayes plays some real straight stinkers, funny and articulate. I think he has a whole series about like the worst game I've ever played or something. Bubbloni says, funny thing is, are there any MMOs that are good anymore? All I see here are train wrecks, even from the biggest names in the industry. Yeah, I don't think there's any good ones. I mean, I would argue that games like Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars: The Old Republic have good things in them, but they're not worth, in my mind, maining anymore. I don't think there's any MMORPG out there that I would consider maining anymore, because games like Baldur's Gate 3 can offer me that same immersive experience without all the bullshit of toxic players and monetization and monthly subscriptions and all that other stuff. And the dailies where they're like, come on, log in and do this and get your gems because you need your gems if you want to get this and all this other stuff. Yes, you have to disassociate yourself from other people's tastes. It's a very good way to think about it. Are you sure you want to go to the Morphic Pool? There is no turning back. This is the final point of no return for Baldur's Gate 3, everybody.
Pristine darkness in every direction. silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through.
Loading, please wait. The final countdown. Yes. I have no idea if this is going to be something I can complete in a single stream because I totally ranted for like 30 minutes. I'll probably cut all that out into my into part of the video on the live indie MMORPGs. Uh-oh, what's about to happen here? Ruh-roh! Try to sink my boat. Did this just split the party? No, surely not. I wonder how you swim in all that gear. Plate mail, chain mail. We can't stop her. This is bad country.
An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Shake it off, bro. Shake it off.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
All right. That's a quick save so that we don't have to redo all that if we screw something up. All right. All right, we got all sorts of stuff here. Gold. There's an inventory report. Negotiations. Talks with those three are going nowhere. I don't know what they want, but I'm close to just cutting contact. No good comes from negotiating with the deranged. Chesties! Oh, I'll take those. Oh, you know, I forgot to do one thing, just in case. Oh, creepy little mind flayer beast.
Preparing, calculating, evolving.
Is that the narrator's voice now? We've switched voiceovers for the brain.
Like my brain's about to collapse in on itself.
Headless corpse. Alright, I don't know if we need to go left or right, so let's...
We're close. We must be. That's curious.
Diggy, diggy, diggy. Dig the dirt down. Loot all the treasure. Personal note. I don't know why I'm always the one being sent to smuggle goods into High Hall. Somebody keeps signing it as L. I don't know who L is. Empty crates. Alright. Who didn't make the jump? Oh, no, we're all here. Never mind.
to do.
Quick save. Well, I bet we have to follow the creature because it's running off in that direction. They're all running in that direction. Hang on. Actually, that looks like it might lead somewhere different. I could be wrong. We quick saved. Oh no, wait, that's where we came from, isn't it? Alright, never mind. I kind of don't want to have the low ground. I need the high ground. So let's go up. I don't need any more gold. Doralis' teddy bear. Why does that matter? I don't know why. An intellect glutton? I think they just do the same. Take that whole scroll. A scroll is a scroll is a scroll. Yeah, this is a dead end. Teddy Bear's the Mind Flayer Cave.
Dominated. Controlled. Crowd.
Man, they're totally not wanting to let me have any sort of
Prime spot for an ambush.
right prime spot for an ambush. They're not wanting to let me get an angle on anything, like to see what's ahead. No, hang on. Let's. Oh, hang on. I'm moving the camera and we still got attacked. Son of a bitch. All right. Nothing for it here. These don't have a lot of hit points, but man, do they add up.
No mercy.
I am fury. I am death.
Oh, got that one. Oh, why did it not move over there, you son of a bitch? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Man, do I want to waste a third level fireball? I probably should. Uh-oh, we got more of them that just spawned. Why? She's yelling more, more. Is there a trick to this to keep them from spawning? It may just be multiple waves. Let's recuperate that spell slot, please.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. No time for mercy.
Let them do their thing.
I will ascend.
Alright, you need to use your main hand attack. We're gonna jump. We're gonna go whap! Whap! Brain puppies.
Gone with the weave. Sometimes the only way out is through.
All right.
These were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
That's a quick save. In the midnight hour, she yells more, more, more. I hear something in my right headphone, so I definitely got to go this way, I think. Or at least there are no aboleths around. I don't know what the teddy bears are for either, other than for Karlach.
Can't afford to stay idle.
I need to chug some potions, which she does not have any of. Oh shit, I clicked the right one. I'm good.
Vlaakith's will be done.
Alright, that gets me into a respectable level of hit points without burning a short rest. I'm in the home stretch here, so
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
I gotta
times.
try to be careful with my short rests, because I only have 2 and I can't get out of here, so hang on, what's this over here? It definitely shows there being something under here. Huh. Don't know what that is.
Thrall. Bring control.
This is great. By the way, guys, I can't tell you how excited I am to wrap this playthrough up, because my sorcerer is like just in the wings waiting so that I could do the Karlach story with Will and Jaheira. Alright, we got a door here. And then something. Oh, I bet this is the... Because the brine is where it lives, right? So I bet that is the actual encounter. We'll see. Quick save here. No spoilers!
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. happen.
No time to rest.
Paralysis Dressilis. I'm sorry, Lestelius. I held them off as long as I could. It's been digging into my mind like a burning wick melting a candle. Angelic Reprieve. Oh, that's a slumber. I mean, it looks like there sure as shit might be something back there, too. I'm assuming you would need to get up top, though. I don't know. Alright, let's do another hard save here, because this, I feel like we're... Change name, Elder Brain. Alright. Let me... Well, that's saving. Oh, Chris is using the blender. I heard something that headset. I was like, what is going on in the house? Stay for a white wedding. All right.
Don't waste a step.
My head is pounding.
The brain is close then.
She keeps telling us to transform. Come on, show yourself. Show yourself. Oh, I love the portrayal of the there we go, man. Is this the Elder Brain big bad boss fight?
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
Billy Idol is a space orc.
Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
He kind of looks like a space orc in his old age, man. Him and Iggy Pop. Oh, something's about to happen. Whoa.
You think you know why you are here. You think that by killing the Chosen and taking the Netherstones, you can destroy me. You are wrong.
I failed a Constitution save. Not cool, bro. Oh, that might be the screenshot right there. Those boots are made for stomping. Oh, 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 snap. We've never seen that portion of it before. Oh my god.
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
All right. None of these. Constitution's the only one that gives me a bonus. You have survived thus far. Trust yourself. Dominate the brain. I lost my intelligence bonus because I switched helmets and I no longer have the circlet on. This is gonna be rough. There's no way I'm making that roll. I don't have any inspiration. Oh, I do. Well, we'll burn it. Just in case. Ah! Well, I do have a hard save before here, so I'll probably end up... If I fail, obviously we'll go back, but I may come back here just to do a different version of this, too, to see what that's like if I win the roll. Uh-oh. Probably didn't do squat. It missed! Nothing but a whiff!
By eliminating Ketheric, Orin, and Gortash, you have simply unbound me.
Yeah, no worries, dig that hole.
Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
Oh, I'll go with the wisdom one. The first attempt is just that. Iteration is the key. Aim for the crown and try again. That's an even higher roll. Oh, man. Nothing but air.
The crown is not my weakness. It is what made me what I am. I needed the crown to build an army. I needed the Chosen to bring it to me. They would not have surrendered it freely, so I gave them what they wanted. Power. Just enough that they would play their part in my design. Their part has ended. The next orders will be mine.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it.
Dun 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 dun. I mean, Constitution is going to be the best I have, but it's just, yeah, there's no way. I would have to roll a nat 20. Right, Liam, they're old Cthulhu styles. Nothing but net. Just a little bit. It might have been. It might have been. Woof! I feel like I'm screwed. I missed all 3 of those rolls.
You had your role to play too. Who do you think told the Chosen about the Astral Prison? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
We were part of its plan.
I only needed one netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me.
Ruh-roh.
This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
Again! The grand design must not come to pass!
Oh man, there's just... Wisdom is my best one, but... A 99 DC. They're just fucking with me at this point. That's Larry just fucking with you, man. Like, you would have to roll a nat 20 for any of these rolls to succeed. Oh, not good, man. Level 12 and nothing, man. Like, woof, woof. Impotence. It's not a good feeling. Uh-oh. Am I gonna turn? Oh, shit!
This is not
Did he just banish me? Oh, no. He's summoning me through. Oh, this is gonna be when we break Orpheus free, I bet. Oh, that is so nasty. Oh, is this like from the cutscene or something? We're about to find out. Oh, that is so not good. Oh! Nautiloid's inbound. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, everybody's gonna start converting. Instant conversion to mind flayers in the streets of the city. Holy shit. So, this is... I feel like everything I wrote in the first Weave and Void novel is nothing in comparison to this. Because my turn are nowhere near as deadly as Illithid's, man. Nor is it instantaneous. Oh, oh, brains, brains. All right, it's auto-saving.
I pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an Elder Brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain.
Alright, I thought the nether stones are supposed to allow us to dominate the brain.
I thought so too. But that was when I believed it was still an elder brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Well, I'm breaking Orpheus out. So. That's going to be a quick save. I'm committed to whatever path this is now, so. How did I get back down? There's a slate here. So he's covered this usually almost pierces the slate itself. Description of spells and weapons. Dead Gith Yankee. Alright, we gotta get down there, essentially. It's time to free Orpheus. I wonder if I should put the hammer... Hold that thought.
Eager for battle.
I wonder if I need to equip the hammer. I don't know if I need it yet. We'll hold on to it for now.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I think I do have to go down here, though. Alright, I'm gonna have to manually move those two, apparently.
Yes?
Oh, finally he jumps.
Let's move.
Alright, everybody's down now. Lovecraft has entered the chat. Now, see, he's right there. He's going to get... I don't know if we're going to get a chance to... I don't know how this is going to happen. So I know I want to break Orpheus out, right? And he said he's going to stop us. What I don't know is if it's a dialogue thing or if I have to physically equip the hammer and do it. We're about to find out. I'm inspecting.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Illithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Not a chance.
Assimilate him. Skva! No! Now is the time to liberate him. Do not stand against me.
Let's see here. I have all sorts of options. I could say I don't believe what you just said. I'm going to say there's another way. We will free Orpheus.
You still don't trust me. After all we've been through.
No, because you forcefully
Remember,
told me that you would make me
I
convert.
have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid, prevented you from crashing to your death.
Oh,
I
I'm definitely
have
picking
protected you
Lae'zel.
ever since, at no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader.
I went and got the hammer for her
but I did not
specifically
shy
because we're
away
gonna
from
free
showing
Orpheus.
vulnerability.
Because
I
Lae'zel's
needed you as
Lae'zel's my
much as you
bestie,
needed
man.
me.
My
But it's not
BFF.
about recognizing this.
When we're releasing Orpheus, I'm
When
gonna
you
screw this
discovered my
dude.
true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the
Bazail.
same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Nether Stones to me.
Do not forget, there's a card yet to come into play. The Orb. If you do not want to surrender the stones, you can still use it to ensure the brain's destruction. Along with my own, of course.
This is a risk we cannot take. Your hubris drives you even now. You failed before. I cannot trust that you will not fail again. You must trust me. Hand me the stones.
Nope, not doing it. Enough. I have the hammer. I will free Orpheus.
I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival.
This is leading to a fight with
Very
the
well.
Emperor.
Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
See? Told you. Traitor. Like, he just gives up and he's like, I'm gonna go join the Netherbrain.
We can free Orpheus.
Yes. Let me talk to Lae'zel.
Orpheus, my prince. The gate is gone. Our mission is set. Smash the crystals with the hammer and free the Prince of the Comet. Gith's beloved son will lead us to a sure victory against the Netherbrain.
Unless he tries to kill us. Alright, everybody. Moment of truth. I need to equip the hammer. Oh, there's one.
You made a grave mistake.
Here we go.
As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head.
Soundix, baby.
It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. You stole an unborn hatchling from my people. And you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Your Majesty, the Prince of the Comet, Gith's true heir. It is an honor.
Do not patronize me. You rejected the Illithid when it no longer suited your needs. No doubt you freed me because it suits you now. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers.
Ho ho ho. The Emperor held all the cards until now. I freed you at the first opportunity.
That is false. You had the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end.
Yeah, fuck the honorable,
Any
noble
worthy
end.
individual destined to become geek would have done so. My guard would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain.
Alright, I'm already regretting this.
Avoidable.
I'm regretting it.
Were it not for the choices you made.
Let's see here. I was misled. What
We
now?
will destroy the Nether Brain together and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geek was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones.
That's not cool. There has to be another way.
There is not. We face a Netherbrain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another.
I refuse to accept that we have to turn into a mind flayer. Are you willing to do that?
Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become Illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
My prince, you cannot. This is not your burden to bear.
I'm literally like, okay, I'm gonna say something now. I have loved this game, but I am not on board with being told that we are required to become an Illithid to beat it. I'm not on board with that. Well, I'm not doing it, so you're a true hero, bro.
Only too pleased to claim me.
My prince, no!
Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Give Kartav Keem crushed.
So no matter what, we have to give the stones to an Illithid, whether it's the Emperor or him. That just sucks. I don't like those choices, man.
All to wield these. Let us seek out the Nether Brain and finish this. Once the grand design is ended, kill me. It is the very least you can do.
Well, I'm a little jaded by this, Alright, we better make another hard save here. I played PG3 for 200 hours and all I got this lousy t-shirt. Ruh-roh. Whoa! Oh, is that his red dragon? Oh, man.
This is chaos. I need to find a way through.
To the top. Strike down. So we're missing a voice over there.
Is dark. Chris! You held the future of the people in your hands. How dare you take our prince from us? How dare you parade around this abomination?
Silence your blasphemous tongue, Voss.
Voss, give Kartav Keen crush.
What?
Stand down. The true heir has spoken.
No. It can't be.
And yet it is.
Orpheus, my prince. What's become of you?
The grand design must be ended. A sacrifice had to be made.
The duty fell to me. I am not long for this world, or any other.
What of Vlaakith? What of our liberty?
You underestimate your own people. Their imaginations have kept the name Orpheus alive for millennia. Bring them my message. Tell them my fate. Some will doubt. Some.
That could be the point, Joe.
But
I mean,
some
that's a valid
listen.
POV for sure.
And the spark will be lit.
Githyanki freedom means nothing if the grand design comes to pass. We need your help, Voss.
Find your nerve, my friend. Today, we strike at the brain. This champion holds the key to the grand design's end. Answer to him as you would to me.
Your Majesty,
I have spoken.
as you wish.
This is the way.
Stand at the ready.
Your friendship, your constancy. When I fell to despair, they elated me. Thank you, my friend. Shavazai.
Shavazai.
Now, to the Netherbrain. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies.
Alright. Quick save. I'll be right back. All right, nothing for it.
Watch Citadel, home to the protectors of Baldur's Gate.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate
These are all
is
my
more than
allies.
just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
You helped me once.
Arabella!
I figured it's time I paid you back.
These are all my allies.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
Oh, the owlbear! Fuck yeah!
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
You've unexpected friends. But my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield.
And I hold her sword.
Hell yeah, Dame Aelin.
Whatever strength I have to lend, I will lend it. I will make my city proud again.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flayer, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more, and I would die a proud man if I died.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you, and whatever company you keep.
Nature's servant awaits.
Oh, the line of dialogue from Jaheira.
And not a moment too soon.
Oh, nature's servant awaits. That was so fucking cool.
They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
Let's see here. To the blood, death, and slaughter, a fight well fought and a brain well burned. No, embrace your courage and let it guide you through battle. Don't give in to fear.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Baldur's grace be with you.
Look at the owlbear, man. He grew up into this massive creature and he's got armor and everything. Damon's special brew, Orphic favor, aura of protection, aura of devotion, aura of courage. Oh, we're all buffed. Oh my goodness. Can I speak to him now?
Let's go, want to bite?
Yeah! Let's do it, bro! Dude, that is so cool. My owlbear has got armor. He got all big. That's really cool. Alright, that is definitely a hard save moment. Alright, well, I'm assuming this is now going to be the big bad boss fight of them all. I have no idea where we're headed. Oh shit, everyone went out the other way. Okay, I guess we're going this way. Oh no, did they go out the door? They're going up.
Dragons, overhead. Stay low.
Fall back! Fall back! Matthew! Leave him be! We have to keep running!
You're running the wrong way.
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
He's frightened of your illithid ally, but the very fact it hasn't killed him on sight gives him reason to pause. Can the rumors be true? Is this really the Mind Flayer who could save the city?
We gotta use a persuasion roll here. Guess we'll go persuasion. I gotta roll a d20. My goodness. And your brother's zombie noises.
Run, friends! Run!
What did all my allies disappear to? Cause the High Hall Courtyard. Oh. Man, I need to be careful here because I don't want to waste all of my stuff because I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to rest again, if at all. You know what? I need to run back in here. Let's not give them an opportunity to get us from the high ground. Oh my god, they're just... Oh no, and he got a crit hit right away. Come on. I could do a charm counter. Why not? What do you mean my allies are summonable, Tim? Man, I really don't want to burn spells here is the problem, because I don't know how many I'm going to need against the Elder Brain. Right-click the D-pad? Oh! I didn't even see that. Call forth allies. Oh, I bet I have to hold it. Okay. Command the red dragon to breathe a wall of fire onto the battlefield. Oh my, that's a big... The Inferno takes the whole thing. Are we also going to get burned in that? Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay. I gotta redo that, I think. Target is blocked. Come on now. This is super finicky, isn't it? Alright, so I can't do an L, essentially. Well, let's just try this. Bye-bye. Now, is that a one-time thing? Or is it on a cooldown? Okay, so that counted as his action.
Good move.
Okay. I'm ensnared. Man, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I can't cast it because I'm ensnared, so I gotta be able to do it. Alright, never mind. Cost is an action. It's definitely on a cooldown right now. Okay.
What should I do?
Run back in here.
On the move.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna pull a lever or something? Nice.
Join us.
Ah! Oh, a whole bunch of new creatures just came onto the scene. Alright. Oh my god! Look at the... Yeah, okay. That's just like... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Alright. Let's call forth allies. Let's bring my owlbear onto the field.
Time to bite, my owlbear friend. Time to bite, my owlbear friend.
Back up just a little bit here. Gale, let's just burn cantrips. I don't want to do anything fancy right now. He's got a fire shield on though.
Victory awaits.
Oh, I one shot it. I missed that one.
Need to stay focused.
I'm skipping her turn for now. Not gonna do anything to it. Let's do a sonic backlash. Oh, he Misty stepped up top. That's interesting. Not sure how I'm gonna deal with that guy. I definitely feel like I used the dragon way too soon during this fight. Because it'd be way more useful to use now. Yeah, it's all on cooldown now. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to move up in here for this to be viable, right? All right, screw it.
With ease.
Alright, she's up top now. Alright, this, I want to try his nebulous black hole. Oh, I can do something else too. I can do it again? That's a really cool spell. I can't get them all though. I can only get some of them, and it's weird.
Absolute.
Well, you I will take care of. Let's see if it does anything. Oh no, she's dominated. That's not good. Well, I mean, I don't want to waste my counter spells. I just need to kill him quick to break the concentration. This guy by the pillar. Alright. It's this dude right here. Screw it. What do you mean not enough movement? Come on now.
Let's see.
Oh, he made his saving throw. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of that bitch. Yeah, yay for pathing, exactly. Oh, I only get one? Boom! Shakalaka! Come on in, join the party. Silenced Gale. Not cool, man. Not cool. I should burn a spell. Problem is he's silent. Oh, maybe he's not, because... Alright, where's this... Is she dead now? No, I swear there's a... Where's that caster at? Oh, hang on. I just saw her. Oh, it's not wanting to let me target her. Can't reach destination. Can I telekinesis that bitch? Come down here, biatch.
Forthwith.
Let's recover that 5th level spell.
I will ascend.
And let's get rid of that. Oh, she can almost jump up there. Oh, she can. Yeah! Hang on.
Got to focus.
Is that the it? Is that it?
No doubt there'll be others.
No doubt there will be others. So, that's a quick save moment is what that is. Alright, folks. I'm calling it here. I'm 2 hours in. I gotta go do stuff. Nothing like a cliffhanger ending to a stream. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Should be the end tomorrow. It feels like there's another couple hours left with fights and everything else, so I don't know what time tomorrow, but sometime tomorrow morning I will be back streaming maybe the end of the game. Feels like it's the end of the game. If you're tuning in after the fact, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you are a member of the channel, dropped a new member video today, talked about some super secret stuff, so check that out. Don't forget the Patreon is active again. We've got updates coming for the point and click game and artwork for the cover of our tabletop book and the first novel in the Weave and Void series. More information over in the Discord. Links are down below to all the juicy tidbits. Check out the video from this morning talking about Pantheon Rise of the Fleeced. Fallen. Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Also did a guide to vehicles in Cyberpunk 2077. Later today we have I got a movie review coming out today. Let me check. I've got 2 updates. We got a Star Wars: The Old Republic update coming at 2 p.m. Central, and then at 8 p.m. Central, we've got the review for Timeline, which is a 2003 movie, which is fun. Tim says tomorrow should be the end. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be wrapping up Baldur's Gate 3, and then immediately following that, I will be moving over to streaming Starfield exclusively until I wrap up Starfield. We're going to get to my first New Game Plus mode. Then I'm going to turn around and start streaming Cyberpunk 2077 exclusively until I wrap up my playthrough of that. As we wind down towards Rogue Trader in December, on December 7th. And any time we have left in between there, I will be streaming my Sorcerer in Baldur's Gate 3, because it's the next character I'm playing through. Rise of the Phelan.